What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Gorilla, and welcome everyone to WWE NXT Review, the show from December 25th, 2019. This was actually the Christmas show, the Christmas edition of WWE NXT on the USA Network. And this wasn't your ordinary NXT show when it pertains to delivering you know NXT homegrown feel when it pertains to this episode, because this NXT show was all over the place. It was at Full Sail University. It was at Brooklyn, New York. Firstly, where it pertains to being at the Barclays Center. I'll get to that. And also where it pertains to I guess you could say the NXT Control Center, where it pertains to who was there. So where it pertains to Full Sail commentators, you have Mauro Renaro and Nigel McGuinness. With your Brooklyn, New York commentators for this NXT show, you have Beth Phoenix and Tom Phillips. And where it pertains to being at the NXT Control Center, you have Kathy Kelly, Pac, how I say his name again? Okay, it's Pac Madafee. I'm assuming that's how I say it. And the guy who I don't like, and Justin Roberts. I'm sorry, not Justin Roberts. Excuse me. I do like Justin Roberts, but Justin Roberts is in AEW. I meant to say Sam Roberts. Sam Roberts is a guy that I don't like. So yeah, it was Kathy Kelly, Sam Roberts, and Pat McAfee. They were basically filming at WWE television studios, to say the least. It's the control center. Um, yeah, so there you go. So what being said, let's get right to the show here. Starting off with the show that took place at Winter Park, Florida, which pertains to being at Full Sail University, with the open challenge for the NXT North American Championship, representing the Undisputed Era, Roderick Strong, who will defend his NXT North American Championship against a mystery opponent, and that mystery opponent ends up being the former Evolve champion, Austin Theory. And they have a match. Now, I don't know if this is the first time they ever wrestle each other, but let's say this in a safe route. This is the first time ever of Austin Theory versus Roderick Strong in an NXT ring under the banner of the WWE World Wrestling Entertainment. As far as the match was, it was a good match, a good opening match. Two guys I never, in my knowledge, I never seen wrestle each other before, and sure enough, they deliver. Obviously, especially with Roderick Strong, and especially when it pertains to Austin Theory. I've seen Austin Theory of his work, and he's pretty good. He's pretty damn good, and he always wanted to come to WWE, and it's only a matter of time before he gets a call up to be part of NXT, and hopefully he stays on NXT for the remaining year of 2020 when it comes around, when we get there. But because I don't want him touching the main roster, because when you touch the main roster, you're never the same again. Which is why I want to see the Velveteen Dream go to the main roster to see how he feels about all those people that went to the main roster and they were never the same again, because the Velveteen Dream tried to please his case that Vince McMahon is not the problem, it's the talents. So I want to see if he's backing up that word once he gets to the main roster whenever he comes back. But anyways, that's not here or there. But as far as the match was, like I said, it was a damn good match, a good damn good opening match. Now we're playing through this NXT North American Championship Open Challenge. I didn't expect Rochester to drop the belt on Austin Theory. Would have been great, would have been awesome, but at the same time, it would not go well with the Undisputed Era with this to their prophecy. So in the end, it was Rochester Strong getting the win, like going for the end of Heartaches and going for the stronghold for the submission win. Austin Theory has some good moves in the match too. But yeah, it was a damn good match, and what a great way to open the show. Then we get to Brooklyn, New York at the Barclays Center, where we get this next match is Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Now I haven't been following on 205 Live that much because I don't do reviews of 205 Live anymore. I just haven't had the time to catch up on watching 205 Live, but I will eventually, because I'm assuming Jack Gallagher is still a heel after what he did, which tends to attacking Drake Maverick last time I seen 205 Live, and that was my last review I did, which is 205 Live. Where it's interesting what they're doing with that, but at the same time, it's not going to interest me anymore because there's a lot of reasons why I don't watch I don't uncover 205 Live anymore on YouTube on my content. No one cares about it anymore, and they will never give it a chance. The WWE doesn't even want to give it a chance. I'm not talking about Triple H though. I'm talking about Vince McMahon, Kevin Dunn, Stephanie McMahon. I'm pretty sure Stephanie McMahon doesn't care either. And a couple of them probably don't care either. But for those that are working behind the scenes, they probably do care. But it's not helping out against a lot with the fans, because the fans are not giving 205 Live the props on that much anyways. And I don't remember what else I was going to talk about with regards to you mean no more covering 205 Live anymore. It's I can't remember what it was, but it's just not important right now. But anyways, the point is, there should be no more 205 Live shows anymore. That's what I'm just trying to say. Oh yeah, I can remember. So there should be no more 205 Live show because WWE recently canceled a couple of shows that WWE 205 Live was supposed to was supposed to air at the SmackDown, and they keep canceling the shows. I think it was about 3 times they canceled the show so far. But since we're not gonna do a show, we'll just go away until next week, or whatever. And I say myself, then you might just cancel it altogether. Then it's just shows you right there that they don't really care about the show. And on top of that, the Cruiserweight Championship title is no longer called the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. It's now called the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. So with that being said, what was the point of even keeping 205 Live anyways if it's called the NXT Cruiserweight Championship? Just move the Cruiserweights to the NXT roster. That's all you gotta do, plain and simple. And another thing, this just have to be defended at NXT. You can also have it at NXT UK as well, because you got some cruiserweights that's under the 205 Live. That's cruiserweights too on that brand of NXT UK. So why not? But that's just a suggestion. And on top of that, they got changed the designs, the color design. No more purple, no more white gold. Just black and yellow. Or you should say black and yellow gold. Just saying. But there you go. But anyways, as the match, back to the match, which I haven't got a chance to get to the match. The match between Isaiah Scott versus Gentleman Jack Gallagher, another good match. And then in the end, it was Isaiah Scott winning with the move that he calls the house call kick. And and I've seen the move before, by the way. It is going to be his finishing move. And it's been and that's going to be his finishing, and that's kind of is his finishing move ever since he came to WWE. So it's a nice move. I consider it as a finishing move though. As long as he deliver it in the impactful way where he could knock out his opponent, then you can say that. For example, the opponent has got to sell it like he got knocked out, like German Jack Gallagher did here. Jack Gallagher sold it like he got knocked out. I thought it was a good way to sell that finishing move. That's what Scott did. So it was good. So as Scott got the win. They may get to back to Full Sail University in Winter Park, Florida. Basically, they're training back and forth. Basically, what this is, because that's what I meant. What pertains to NXT was all over the place. Going from 205 Live. Going to Brooklyn, New York, and going to Winter Park, Florida. And I'll say this. What pertains to WWE NXT. Going back and forth of their NXT shows is they did a way better job of doing that than WWE did with pertains to Raw 25. That's all I gotta say about that. You remember how that was being produced? It was terrible. But at least with this one, NXT did it right. And another thing that NXT always does it right too. They always do something right, and then you get the main roster always got to do something wrong. But anyways, next match, it was at Full Sail University. It was Candice Ray versus Tanara. And I thought the match was decent. Tanara was kind of asking from the match by the way from the beginning until uh, she started getting some momentum shift on her side before the commercial break. Oh, and speaking of which, every time when they go commercial, and that's the thing I want to talk about here. Every time NXT went to commercial break or tends to to these matches, oh we're gonna go commercial break, folks. We'll be right back. And they always in every match they did this. They show picture in picture. I don't know if y'all was annoyed about that, but I was annoyed of that. Like okay, if you want to do it to like a few matches, fine. But well, all the matches you had to do picture in picture. It, I didn't like that. It was annoying. It bugged me. It was irritating me, and they should never do that ever again. Again, if you're gonna do that, do it with three or yeah, just like a limit of three matches. Don't do it with all the matches. Just saying. But back to the match. It was a back and then when they come back from commercial break, it was a back and forth. Cancer all of a sudden, she was she's being taunted and bullied by Tanara, and all of a sudden, Cancer Ray decided to pull her hair up, basically into a ponytail. Basically, it's the same develop thing where pull your hair up, pick your hair up, or I don't remember how she said it. It was either pick your hair up and square up, pick your hair up and square up. I'm trying to remember how she said it, but the point is, that's basically what all it was. So Cancer Ray, she started doing some punches and all that. She's basically, oh my god, and it was terrible too, by the way. I mean, some punches were alright, but some punches, that Cancer Ray, are like, really, Katanara, for someone like you who's a black belt, just to Jiu-Jitsu, from Brazil, where where Brazil is known to train, top tier fighters, the best top tier fighters in the world. Shinsuke Nakamura was trained in Brazil, which is to doing these martial arts stuff. Not it, you don't just learn that in Japan or China. Just saying, but basically, Kensler really make Tanara look like a fool here. Look like a chump. Like she doesn't deserve the word the black belt. But anyways, in the end, it was Kensler Ray win the match with the movesault. And there you go. Cancer Ray gets a win, and that's the rest too. I guess it's been a Cancer Ray for something. I don't know what, but we're wait and see. We got a video vignette, a teaser of the repackaging for this supposed debut for Arturo Urash or Urash. Arturo Rush. I'm assuming that's how you say his last name. And I've seen before. He's obviously he's wrestled a couple here on NXT, but also at Evolve. I believe so it wasn't Matt Riddle. I know that it was Matt Riddle and Drew Gulak who wrestled on that show of Evolve's 10th anniversary. It was a match that Arturo wrestled. I can't remember who he wrestled against, and I think he lost that match too. But but that was a good match too, though. But basically, repackaging him, saying that he's a master of a black belt of several styles of fighting, just jiu-jitsu and all that. And I think he also was trained in Brazil as well. And then it was also a video pack. This video vignette is him, talking about how he grew up in some kind of country or where involved wars as a kid, and then he says on the line of you remember that as a kid, and he's like it sticks, it haunts him and whatever, something like that. I don't remember how he said it though. And then they show a kid, well, a person that's supposed to be him, basically looking all intimidating and all that. He's going to become something after seeing all that. I'm pretty sure Arturo Rush got a kid who basically who looks just like him. Other than that, the way they did this is they show a picture that's supposed to be him, and then they show a kid in the video, but looking tough and intimidating and all that. And like so, either they're trying to sell intelligence with this, or it could work. It could work out better either way. I'm I'm just thinking about this. Maybe Arturo just is married and it's got a son. I'm assuming that's what it was, but I don't know. But it was weird the way it was done though. But yeah, they're basically repackaging him. Yeah, he's still gonna be the same guy. Dressed as the same, same look and everything. Um, Basically he's gonna re-debut, even though he's already been on NXT. But I guess this is gonna be his official debut, where he's gonna be taken seriously on NXT. And he's a good wrestler too, by the way. He wrestled guys like a Pete Dunne. Um, I can't remember who else he wrestled. Oh yeah, he also wrestled against Matt Riddle on NXT one point. Yeah, he also wrestled Matt Riddle on NXT. Um, and also I think he wrestled Drew Gulak too on NXT. Oh man, yeah, this guy's good though. He's pretty good, especially with his background. But going into wrestling, he's pretty damn good. Then we go back to Brooklyn, New York, where we see Dominik Dijakovic versus Bronson Reed. Match itself, it was decent, and in the end, it was Dominik Dijakovic getting the win over Bronson Reed, who can't win the match to save his life. Save his thick life. Just saying. Um, but yeah, I like the match though. I thought the match was fine. Um, oh yeah, let me mention this. We're to Kathy, Pat, and Sam at the TV studios for NXT. They announced for Worlds Collide, where to NXT versus NXT UK. It's going to be NXT UK's Imperium versus NXT's Undisputed Era. I cannot wait to see that show, folks. That's all I say for that. Next, we get to the debut, of Shotzi Blackheart. So yes, for those who don't know who Shotzi Blackheart. Yeah, for those who don't know who Shotzi Blackheart is, she's got long green hair, and that's her real hair, by the way, folks. Um, she's got long green hair, and she looks like she's basically what she wears a helmet with horns on it. Basically look like she's going to war or something like that, like since the Vikings, whatever. But in the golf way. That's basically all the way to describe it. But yeah, but I've seen her work before too. She also wrestled on Evolve too as well. I think she wrestled against Brandy. What was her last name? Oh, yeah, Brandy Lawrence. Brandy Lauren, meant to say. Um, but yeah, Shotzi Blackheart. She's cool. She's a good wrestler. Um, and can't wait to see what they can do with her on NXT here. But Shotzi Blackheart, she goes up against Bianca Belair. Match happens, ends up being a pretty good match. Obviously, with Bianca Belair going over, because even though with Shotzi Blackheart debuting, I highly thought that she's going to beat Bianca Belair, because WWE is pushing Bianca Belair to her full potential, because she is the EST of NXT. But yeah, like I said, Bianca Belair won with the KOD. And by the way, they were back in full seat anniversary for this match, by the way. And finally, to Brooklyn, New York, which was fitting what pertains to Brooklyn, New York, because especially what pertains to being in the state of New York, Brooklyn's own Damian Priest, and he teams up with a New York's own as well, for Long Island, New York, Tony Nese, as they go up against Keith Lee, who was wearing a Santa Claus hat, and he had cookies, Christmas cookies. And yeah, Leo Rush, who's basically wearing a green elf jacket, whatever. And he came to Colette because he's the man of the hour, and yeah. But the match itself, this was a great tag team match. I loved it. Keith Lee was awesome. Damian Priest was awesome. Tony Nese was good. Leo Rush was pretty slick but also good. In the end, it was Keith Lee and Leo Rush getting the win over Damian Priest and Tony Nese. Basically, Leo Rush got the win for the team on Tony Nese. But yeah, this match was pretty good, especially with Keith Lee. Keith Lee was kicking ass in this match. He was basically shining in this match, and everyone was loving Keith Lee on the show here. And that's basically it, folks. That was NXT, and that's how they called the air. They called the air of NXT on the show after the match that took place in Brooklyn, New York. So there you go. All right, I'm assuming it was about 6 matches on the show here, but I'm gonna double check though, because you had the NXT North American Championship. You had the Cruiserweight match. You had 2 women's matches, so that's a total of 4. Yeah, 2 big guys in the match. That's a total of 5. So yeah, it was and you had a tag team match. So yeah, it was 6 matches. My overall strength of the show itself, I will give it a 7.5 out of 10. And that being said, thank you all for watching for It's the Natural Born Driller, or in this case, the Natural X Driller, saying peace on the streets. For this was your WWE NXT review, the show from December 25th, 2019. Until next time, we'll change to WWE NXT review, which is going to be in the new year of 2020. I'm out, and you all take care.